President Trump on Sunday resurrected one of his favorite Easter traditions by going on an epic tirade against foes including former President Joe Biden, who he called a highly destructive moron. Happy Easter to all, including the Radical Left Lunatics who are fighting and scheming so hard to bring murderers, drug lords, dangerous prisoners, the mentally insane, and well-known MS-13 gang members and wife-beaters back into our country, Trump, 78, wrote on Truth Social. Trump also derided the weak and ineffective judges who have gotten in his way before turning his ire against Biden, 82, who he blamed for stoking the border crisis, before wishing all of them a happy Easter. Sleepy Joe Biden purposefully allowed millions of criminals to enter our country, totally unvetted and unchecked, through an open borders policy that will go down in history as the single most calamitous act ever perpetrated upon America, Trump raged. But to him, and to the person that ran and manipulated the auto pen, perhaps our real president, and to all of the people who cheated in the 2020 presidential election in order to get this highly destructive moron elected, I wish you, with great love, sincerity, and affection, a very happy Easter. Trump lost the 2020 election with 232 electoral college votes to Biden's 306 but has continued to push debunked claims that the election was stolen from him. Last month, Trump also suggested that Biden's use of an auto pen when signing legislation and executive actions may have nullified some of his most consequential moves, such as the 11th-hour pardons of House Select January 6 committee members. It is not fully clear if Biden used AutoPen on all of those pardons, but there is evidence that he used it on a sizable chunk of his executive orders. Biden, who has largely kept out of the limelight since departing the White House in January, didn't hit back at Trump's broadsides. He was, by far, our worst and most incompetent president, a man who had absolutely no idea what he was doing, Trump added about Biden. The 47th president has made it a tradition of heralding the holidays with jibes and backhanded well wishes to his rivals or those who have otherwise irked him. Last Easter, he wrote on Truth Social, "Happy Easter to all, including crooked and corrupt prosecutors and judges that are doing everything possible to interfere with the presidential election of 2024, and put me in prison." Meanwhile, his wife, First Lady Melania Trump, on Sunday celebrated Easter, a Christian holiday that symbolizes hope and purity, by simply writing, "Happy Easter" on social media. Vice President J.D. Vance did the same this year with a simple Happy Easter message on social media. Vance also met with Pope Francis in Rome early in the day Sunday. "We are, together, going to make America bigger, better, stronger, wealthier, healthier, and more religious than it has ever been before," Trump added in a follow-up post on Truth Social.